past few weeks, we've been talking about and going through the 10 lessons of how to let go. And we are in trying times right now. We're still going through COVID. It's been 6 months now. All the unemployments and all kinds of stuff going on in our lives, right? We just had a hurricane and tornadoes here. So we're trying to learn how to live peacefully, and to let go and to be happy, have joyful lives. And so that's what we've been talking about. Hi, my name is William Ramada. I'm a life coach in my personal practice, Mastering Life's Journey, and we are coming to you from Virginia Beach, Virginia. And we're on the fourth lesson today. It's called Feeling Better Helps Everyone Heal. And I think that is something you would agree with me on. When you feel better, you begin to heal. The more you concentrate on different things that are not so good, we get worse, right? When we concentrate on the negative aspects of lives, it just goes through our minds and our hearts, and we get worse and worse, filled with stress, anger, anxiety, and depression, and we just go downhill. But when we are happy and joyful and at peace, we get better and better and better, and we don't be sick anymore. And that happens in everyday life things, death, jobs, anger, people, relationships, etc. So we need to learn how to have an intimate relationship with all these things. I have come to terms with death. I've seen enough people die in my life, and I have researched many things out about it. And now I have an intimate relationship with death. It's not morbidly. I don't ask for it, but I don't fear it. And, I would rather not feel the pain to get to that point in life, but it is life. And for many, death is like this mystery. Where does my loved one or my friend go when they are just snuffed away, when it's their time? In my belief, death is not a thief at all, and it is just a doorway. It is a liberator for those who dare to leap without looking, if you could put it that way. And I didn't just get this from book knowledge, but I get this from, natural instincts and my intuitive guidance. Death has always felt sort of like a friend to me. It is an escape of getting away to get back to where you are supposed to be. And of course, I have felt sad over a loved one who has died. And usually that is because you have lost the physical aspect of this friend or a relative, a loved one. The hardest one ever for me was when my stepfather died, because he raised me since I was like 6, 7, 8 years old. 6, 7 years old. And he's taught me everything about life, work, fishing, hunting, everything. And so, of course, when I was still in the Navy, I went home to be in the hospital when he died, because he died of cancer. That was the hardest thing that, I've been through. Although I've seen and had other friends that have died and loved ones that died. And, but I have come to terms with that, because I feel they go off to a truly better place. And I have to know and feel that people are transformed into something or someone that they no longer have that pain. They no longer have misery, sadness, anything like that. They're transformed into a better being. They go from this physical body to their soul, and they begin to truly heal. So this brings me to the feeling that I should encourage others that have lost someone to feel better, but not too much at one time, because it may make you feel heartless, and that's nothing that we want to do. We don't want to be heartless to somebody. We just want them to understand that there are better things. So everyone needs to listen everybody needs somebody to listen to that makes people feel better. And that is what we do, because feeling better helps everyone heal. And because we are sensitive beings, humans, we are sensitive beings, we tend to develop this codependent relationship. And it's mainly due to worrying that our encouragement will be too much for other people who just can't handle it at that point. So we often feel bad about our happiness because of their unhappiness. And so we have to be gentle and come into your life or into somebody else's life with the sensitivity that they need, the encouragement that they need. So we shouldn't let others or ourselves bring us down and not be able to lift somebody up. So this doesn't have to be about just death, right? As I said before, it could be about relationships or jobs and whatever it is that is bringing you down in life, that's not letting you feel the happiness that you should be having. So, because we are on this journey, right? We've talked about before, we are on this journey of life, and it is full of lessons. And as we learn these lessons, we are going to go through pain. We're going to go through grief. We're going to go through sadness. So we have to learn to be our brother's keeper and help each other. I feel that is so much why the world is going through so much turmoil right now, is we are not being our brother's keeper. We're not helping each other. We are picking sides, and we are aggravating, and we are, pushing that button to the other person instead of helping them, instead of encouragement, instead of causing happiness and soothing people. We are pushing those buttons, and we are aggravating people, making them angry. And it's not just us doing it. It is some situations that we cannot control. Like, we cannot control the virus. I mean, to a certain extent we can, by doing what we're supposed to do, but we can't control that it happened. And we can't control how it infects people. But we can affect the human part of all of this. So if we take a look at ourselves, and when we are angry or grieved or something bad is going on in our life, our work, our home, we need to be encouraged that a lesson is being dealt with. And then we need to be encouraged also that if it's the person next to us, that they are going through a lesson, and perhaps they need some help or some guidance. Maybe they don't. Maybe they need to do it on their own. But we need to realize this. And we need to learn to act accordingly. Not to push their buttons, or not to try to push them too hard to get through it, because we all have our own way. And so the best we can do is encourage them and help them feel happy, to help them feel better, at least in the situation they're in. We might not be able to fix it for them, but we can encourage them and help them feel better, and this will cause them to help them to heal. So find the lesson that you need, and, figure it out. I mean, it may take time, but once you know that there's something there and that you can work towards it, you're going to feel better, and that is going to begin to help you in your healing. And while you're looking and stuff, you could do what's natural to help you feel better, like exercising or playing some music that you like. If you like to dance, kind of like force yourself to have some fun. Read a book that you like, meditate, do some yoga, things that are good for your body as well, that helps you generate a higher energy in your body, and it'll help you heal. And when you do those kind of things, your mind works better, and it'll help you figure these things out. What is my lesson? What do I have to do? How do I overcome? You know, how do I get over this death, this grief, this anger from the job? You know, my boss is an idiot, my coworker's a jerk, or whatever your problem is. How can you get over it, but get over it in a way that you are not causing any extra pain, but you heal? Because holding on to anything that is not uplifting will bring you down. As I said earlier, you get that twisted in your mind, and it'll get worse and worse and worse. The more you concentrate on the negative aspect, you know as well as I do that you'll start getting madder, angrier, or sadder about the situation. And that's not what you want to do. You don't want to bring in that sadness, that depression, the anger, the anxiety that's in your mind and continually focus on that. You want to focus on the good. What can you do? What can bring the betterness that is coming? If that's a word, betterness. But you want to bring that into your life. You want to focus on that. And that's why I say to do the things that you like to do, the dancing, the singing, the playing the music, the reading, the exercising. For me, I like to run. I like to listen to music, and I like to read. I like to exercise. So all that a lot of people don't like to do, I like to do, and it makes me feel better. But once you start getting involved in it, I think you would like it. So start out with something small, with something you do like. And that's when the healing starts to happen. And that's where you need to go. So if you need any further advice, you like these videos, go ahead and click the like, the subscribe button below. Put some comments in there, what you would want to hear about after we finish this series. This is 10 ways, 10 lessons of letting go. This is number 4. Feeling better helps everyone heal. And that is something you really need to concentrate on. So until next week, have a great time, a great life, and feel better and let go.